in the business world. And we would be at a very terrible place if we didn't have neurodiverse brains. So I created a slide with the gifts of these brains. And you can't just take a weakness and then, say the flip side of that is a strength, because there are strengths that are real nuggets.
Yeah.
So with the ADHD brain, they're visionaries and they're highly sought after in the business world. They can see the big picture. They're good at developing programs. That's why as you go up the corporate ladder, you're going to have more and more ADHDers. And the gifts of autism is they have this exceptional attention to detail because they take in 30 to 50% more information. And they notice the details and the flow of those details.
Yeah.
And they're just gifted at tracking the patterns of those details.
Yes. Yeah.
And so that's how they come up with things that no one else sees. There's a phrase called the devil's in the details,
Yes.
right? And so
Yes.
they're going to come into organizations and see things others don't see and come up with the solutions that everyone else was baffled by. ADHD brains, they're highly imaginative and resourceful. They're always coming up with new ideas, right? So you can imagine in a company that has lots of challenges and problem solving, you want someone who can come up with ways to address it. Or in a creative industry or any place in the business world that how that would be so important, right? They're also very socially intelligent because they have this intuitive understanding of the social world.
Mhm.
For the autistic brain, they tend to really thrive with hypersystematizing. They analyze and construct systems. They develop novel solutions. And I find, and I haven't seen this published, but I found it to be true very, very often, they have this intuitive understanding for how things work, like systems, how to do it more efficiently. And you can imagine in the business world, you need this. Inefficient processes cause waste and cost a lot of money. I had a client who worked as an engineering company, and they just, at a time when his company was downsizing, they created a position just for him because he was really good at cutting through what needed to be done. Yeah. That's one of the gifts of autism. ADDers tend to be highly flexible and adaptable. They're good at in crisis. They can see many sides of a situation and maybe not, maybe even all sides. So you can imagine if you do project management or run a department or many different things, any kind of project, how valuable that is. What a resource that is for wherever you're working.